tech giant takes a stand. Microsoft cuts ties with Israeli military over mass surveillance of Palestinians. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the tech and political worlds, Microsoft has severed ties with Israel's elite spy agency, Unit 8200, over its use of the company's technology to conduct mass surveillance on Palestinians. But here's where it gets controversial. While Microsoft cites a violation of its terms of service, the decision comes amid growing pressure from employees, investors, and activists who argue the company's technology has been complicit in Israel's military operations in Gaza. And this is the part most people miss. The decision marks the first known instance of a U.S. tech giant withdrawing services from the Israeli military since the conflict began. The Guardian's explosive investigation revealed that Unit 8200 had been using Microsoft's Azure cloud platform to store and analyze millions of Palestinian phone calls intercepted daily in Gaza and the West Bank. This wasn't just a minor breach, it was a massive operation, with sources describing the agency's ambition as collecting 1 million calls an hour. The data, amounting to a staggering 8,000 terabytes, was reportedly stored in a Microsoft datacenter in the Netherlands, though it was swiftly moved out of the country after the investigation went public. The controversy deepens. While Microsoft insists it does not support mass surveillance of civilians, critics argue the company's initial review in May, which found no evidence of misuse, was either incomplete or deliberately blind to the realities of its technology's application. The latest decision to terminate access to cloud storage and AI services for Unit 8200 follows a second, more targeted review overseen by U.S. lawyers. But questions remain. Why did it take public outrage and a second investigation for Microsoft to act? And what does this mean for other tech companies with similar ties to military operations? The revelations have also shed light on the broader role of U.S. tech companies in Israel's military campaigns. According to intelligence sources, the cloud-based surveillance system wasn't just about monitoring. It was used to prepare deadly airstrikes in Gaza, where over 65,000 Palestinians, mostly civilians, have been killed since the conflict escalated. A United Nations inquiry recently concluded that Israel's actions in Gaza amount to genocide, a charge Israel denies, but one supported by many international law experts. Here's the bigger question. As tech companies increasingly become enablers of state surveillance and military operations, where do we draw the line? Microsoft's decision is a step. But is it enough? And what responsibility do these companies have to ensure their technologies aren't used to violate human rights? The fallout from this decision is far from over. Protests at Microsoft's headquarters, demands from worker-led groups like No Azure for Apartheid, and the company's own internal struggles highlight the complex ethical dilemmas at play. While Microsoft's Vice Chair Brad Smith emphasized the company's commitment to not facilitating mass surveillance, the episode raises uncomfortable questions about corporate accountability and transparency. What do you think? Is Microsoft's decision a genuine stand for ethics or a calculated move to save face? And how should tech companies navigate their roles in geopolitical conflicts? Let us know in the comments. This conversation is far from over.